Okay, thank you guys for hopping on. I'm so excited that you guys are here. And I promise you this is going to be quick. I just want to give you guys a couple tips. And I know you're all at different levels. Some of you just got started this past couple weeks. Some of you guys are in your 30 days. Some of you have been here for a little bit. So I'm going to try and, give this to you at all the levels that you are at. Okay, so this is beneficial. You're gonna wanna get a pen and a piece of paper out and jot this down. I am recording it just so if you miss something, I'm gonna put it in the team page so you can go back and watch it. I'm gonna try to keep this at least, I'm gonna aim for not over 30 minutes. I'm gonna make it quick. So if you have to go back and watch it, it's not gonna be a super long video, but if you miss something, you can go back to wherever it was. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being on tonight. I know it's Monday. We just ended the weekend. This is going to be a fabulous week, you guys. Our company announced something amazing last night. If you're new, on Sundays, we have a corporate call. It's on our CEO's page, Mark Pentecost. You can follow him on Facebook. And then on Monday night, we have our Chief Networking Officer, Pam Souter. She has what she calls a show me the money call on Monday nights. And you can catch that on her Facebook page. She interviews people who recently promoted in their business. And they give really good tips, of how they got there. So if you've missed those, you can always go back to their Facebook pages and hop on there, and they leave it up there so you can watch it if you missed it, no big deal. But if you missed that last night, what was announced was anybody in the business, whether you've been here for a while or you just got started, you're in your first 30 days, or you're still getting your 6 customers for the shopping spree, anybody. If you enroll 3 customers, the company is going to pay you a $100 bonus. So I know that some of you are new, so you're still in that process of gathering your first couple customers, which is totally fine. I'm here to guide you and help you do that. Some of you guys have been here for a little bit, so you've already done that before and you're familiar with it, but I would love to see everybody earn 1 or 2 of those bonuses, because that's just going to help you in your paycheck and it's going to make you feel good about your business. So I'm here to give you some tips about that, which is why I made the topic of the Zoom tonight called how to run your business like a boss. That's what I'm going to give you guys tonight. Okay, so first and foremost, I want you to write down, and I get asked this a lot, and I think it's a very typical question when somebody's first getting started in the business, or just honestly, anytime there's an adjustment in your home, like when your kids are on summer break, or like your spouse's schedule changes, or just anything changes, you have to adjust your day. So we're going to talk about having a schedule and time management, because that is absolutely vital for you to be successful in this business, is setting yourself a schedule of when you're going to work. It has to be non-negotiable when you're going to work. Like, I'm talking, if you have to lock yourself in the closet and tell your family not to open the door unless the house is on fire, then that's what you have to do. And I understand some of you have very little kids. Some of you have adult kids. Some of you guys have crazy stuff going on at home. It's summertime. Everybody's busy. But I promise you this, if you commit to yourself that you're going to do something every single day for your business, even if it's just an hour that you have, okay? Like, I'm not asking you to do this all day. That's not why we're here. Like, we're here for this business to give us a freedom in our lives, for us to be able to live our life the way that we want to live our life, our very best life. That's the opportunity you have here. But that takes commitment on your part and a lot of consistency, okay? So if you're new, that's going to compound. Everything that you're doing, it's like you're depositing money into a piggy bank, and it's going to pay you back big time, okay? For some of you, maybe all you want to make is $100. For some of you, maybe you want to make 500, maybe you want to make 1,000, maybe you want to make over 1,000. Whatever that goal is for you, you can absolutely reach it. I'm telling you this right now, if you schedule this business into your day. If it's not on your calendar, honestly, it's not important to you. I'm not here to lie to you or tell you something that's not true. If you're not writing it down as part of your day, it's not going to get done. And the day's going to take you. You're not going to take on the day. The time's going to run you, and you're not going to run your time. And that's not why we're here. We're here because we want freedom of time. We want to have choices in our lives, and we want our schedule it's just a very big part of that. So if you don't have a schedule right now, that's okay. You can start today and you can change that. And you can decide right now what that time's going to be like for you. And it can change from day to day. Some of you guys have other jobs going on. Some of you guys have multiple kids at home. Some of you guys have a lot of stuff going on. You know, I'm not downplaying that. I'm not downplaying the busyness or what you got going on, but it's vitally important that you have a schedule and that you stick to it when it comes to this business, and that you make it a part of your day no matter what. That's priority number one, and that's your first lesson in time management. This business doesn't take a lot of time. You've just got to give it the time that it's going to take you to do it during the day, and you got to commit to that time. So some of you guys may be more alert in the morning, some of you, you know, maybe in the midday, some of you maybe late at night when everybody's asleep and you have time to focus on what you're doing and your kids are in bed. I can't make that personal decision for you. You have to look at your life and your family and your home and decide what that is for you, because I'm telling you the truth here. No one's going to decide that for you. Okay? You all started this business for a reason, and that's why you're here. And I'm here to tell you, take that reason seriously and make it happen. Put it into your day. That's how you're going to make it happen. We can all be doing something else, trust me, but you have to make this a choice every single day. And I'm not saying you have to work 7 days a week. Okay. I take a Sabbath on Sundays. If you message me on Sunday, you're not going to hear back from me, because that's my time with my family. And I take that very seriously too. I take my rest day very seriously. So just like I work really hard, I take my day off really seriously. So maybe you have to implement that into your week to find the energy to do this every day. I really suggest that each of you pick a day that you're not going to work, and just make that your rest day. Make that your day that you recharge with your family, with your faith, whatever you've got going on. Make that a priority, because no one's going to do it for you. That's the honest truth, okay? We're all moms here. We're all leaders here. We all have a family to lead. We all have people depending on us. And if we're not at our best, we can't serve anybody else. So you have to make this important to you to make it work. And you have to make your time important to you to make it work. So if you're finding that you're struggling with that, I invite you to get a calendar, maybe on your phone, on paper. I don't know what works out for you. That's a decision you've got to make, and make it a priority. Put your work time in there, just like anything else that's in there. And I'm not expecting you guys to have this skill, okay? Like, we're not taught this in life. We should be. It should be a requirement, but we're not. So I totally understand when it comes to your schedule changing at the drop of a hat. I have a 2-year-old. She's potty training. She throws tantrums constantly. Mom and dad are home. But we have to juggle a schedule too. And I still make a commitment to this team. And I show up every day, twice a day, 6 days a week. So if I'm here, there's no reason for the rest of you not to show up like that for your business. If you want the things that you want out of this business and the success that you're wanting to see, you have to commit to it. You have to write it down. Okay. So that's 1 and 2, your schedule and managing your time. Okay. So now we're going to get to number 3. We kind of talked about it a little bit already, but number 3 is commitment. You have to know what you're fighting for. Why are you here? And commit to it. Committing to it is super easy. You just write down that goal and you tell somebody that you know is going to keep you accountable to it. You're going to tell somebody that's your number one cheerleader in life, that wants to see you do really well and wants to see you be super happy, and you tell them what your goal is. Because I guarantee you, they're not going to let you not hit it. They're going to expect you to, because they want the very best for you. So for some of you, that may be your husband. For some of you, that may be your best friend. For some of you, that may be a sideline in this business. For some of you, that may be your child. For some of you, that may be your grandchild. I don't know the relationships that you have in your life, but tell your dream to somebody that really, really cares about you and wants the very best for you and always has your whole life. Tell that person your goal. And I guarantee you that that person's going to keep you accountable when they see you slacking off and being tired and not wanting to do stuff. And they're going to tell you, just like a mirror, hey, didn't you say you wanted to do this? So why are you watching a movie right now instead of doing this? Okay, for me, that's my husband. He is the most honest person in the world. He doesn't sugarcoat nothing. And I don't tell him I'm going to go for something unless I absolutely know I'm 100% committed to it, because he will remind me every day if he sees me not doing it. So make sure it's somebody like that in your life that really wants to see you succeed. Okay. All right. So that's commitment. That's commitment. Number 4 is have a plan of action daily. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to do 5,000 things in a day. Okay. That doesn't mean you have to do the laundry and the dishes and take the dog for a walk and get up your 10 host to post and call your best friend and pull some weeds out of your garden. Like, no, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to have a plan of action for your business every single day. So before you go to bed tonight, write down what you're going to get done tomorrow and get in the habit of doing that every single day. And if you don't get through the list, don't beat yourself up about it. You can pick it up again the next day. But the plain habit of making sure that you do that, I guarantee you, is going to make you do a lot more than you thought you would, just for the simple fact that you wrote it down and you said, this is what I'm going to get done. Moms, we're professional list makers. We are. If it goes on a list, it's going to get done, right? It's the same thing for your business. If it goes on a list, it's going to get done. I'm not asking you to do super complicated things or asking you to do things that are going to take up a whole lot of time. If you have an hour or two to commit to this a day, you're absolutely going to crush it. You don't need to do this 8 hours a day. And for those of you that are new, it might take you a little bit of time to catch on to things. Please be patient with yourself, okay? No one's expecting you to be born knowing what to do. That's what we're here for. We're your support. We're your team. We cheer each other on. We love each other unconditionally, and we want to see everybody explosively succeeding in whatever it is that you set out to do and why you're here. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't be on here at 7 o'clock on a Monday. Frankly, I could be eating dinner right now, but I made sure I ate dinner before I got on here with you, so I could give you my time, my attention, and my commitment. Okay? We have a lot of fun here. These people on the screen can be your very best friends if you get to know them. We're a family here. We all love each other. We all laugh. We all know what's going on in each other's lives most of the time. We know how to have fun. So I would be lying to you if I told you that it's not going to require work. It is. Okay? The tricky part is that you have to be willing to do those things every single day, and some people, they're not taught that in life. For some of you, this is the first time you're learning these kinds of habits, and that's okay if that's you. Just be patient with yourself.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Sorry.
Take a look at
my Alexa just went off. I don't know why. For some of you, this is the first time you're doing something like this, and that's absolutely okay. Maybe you're learning brand new skills that you've never had before. Maybe you just want to totally change your habits. If that's you, please private message me, text me. I can recommend some books that will help you implement habits. I've read some really good ones. I am not the most disciplined person in the world. I am not the most organized person in the world. Ask anybody that's on my team and they will tell you it's true. I mess up just like the next person. I missed leading my power hour this morning because I slept through my alarm clock. But guess what? Here I am, and I'm giving a Zoom, just like I said I would on Monday. Okay? So that's all right. Sometimes you're going to mess up, and that's okay. But implementing the habits is really what's going to get you really far in the business. Okay? And then number 5 is your mindset. Your mindset is absolutely everything in this business. What you think about your business and what you say about your business, it can be really great and magical, and you could see miracles happening every single day in your life if you're speaking that into existence and you're thinking that into existence. But if you wake up in a bad mood and you're saying terrible, negative things about yourself every day, then you need to change that. In all honesty, you got to change that. So the best way to do that is to pour into yourself. First thing in the morning when you wake up, tell your kids to go away, tell your husbands to go away, tell your grandkids to go away, and you need to commit that time to yourself. I'm not saying you have to take 3 hours. You could take 20 minutes. 20 minutes to do that. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. Maybe that's a bath for you, or nobody's bothering you and you're taking a shower by yourself. Okay? I don't know where you are in your life or what's going on in your house. Again, each of you has to look at your life and assess that. What is that 20 minutes, 30 minutes for you? For some of you, it's reading a book. For some of you, it's meditating. For some of you, it's opening your Bible and reading it and having a devotion. For some of you, it's prayer. For some of you, it may be yoga. For some of you, it may be dancing in your kitchen for 20 minutes. I don't know what that is for you. You have to figure that out. What brings you utter and overwhelming sense of joy and peace? That's what you should be doing. Starting your day that way. Okay? We're moms. We're not taught to do that. We're taught to do everything for everybody else and somehow keep it together for our family every day. How are you supposed to do that if you're not giving yourself something every day to start your day with? Be kind to yourself. You deserve it more than your family does, because guess what? You can't pour from an empty cup. You just can't. There's nothing to pour out. There's nothing to give. So if you find yourself just like in that space, maybe that's why. Maybe you're not giving yourself the time that you should every day. Again, going back to the schedule, I don't know if you can get through your whole day to wait to have that time. I've tried it before personally. It does not work for me. I have to do it when I wake up, or I am cranky all day long. And my family knows it. And now they're like, do you need some quiet time? Because they know I'm just so much better with it. And if you have little kids, you might have to explain that to them, that it's something that's necessary throughout the day. Okay? You don't have to feel guilty for it. It's absolutely necessary for your mental health, in my opinion. Okay, so those are the 5 tips that I would give you for running your business like an absolute boss. Totally not what you thought I was going to say, right? You thought I was going to give you like tips about posting or like tips about stories, right? No, I was not going to give you that, because you are the energy center of your business and you have to be okay. You have to be in good shape and your energy has to be good, because it comes off when you're posting and in your stories and when you're talking to people. So those tasks, there's nobody brand new here, but those tasks, you get much better results when your energy is coming from a good place and you're happy and you're full of joy and you have peace in your heart. Totally comes off the different way. You have totally different conversations with people. Trust me, I know the difference. I have worked my business from a super stressful not having a schedule, not managing my time sort of way. It sucks. I don't recommend it. So those are the 5 things that I had for you guys today. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and like unmute yourselves and please ask away, but that was pretty much it.
Hello, ladies. Hello, sisters.
Hi.
Today I did the cleanse, and it's the first time I did it with a wrap, and I did the facial wrap and the body wrap. And I'm really surprised that the people that have been following me, I keep saying daily, the people who have been following with me are going to join me now. The people who have been following me are going to join me now. And I've got 6 people that are reaching out to me.
Hey, girl.
So it's amazing and it's awesome. And it just is what she's saying, consistency. You could try to fight it how many ever way you want to, sideways, upside down, whichever way. It's easier if you don't fight it and you go with it, because consistency is what's going to get you where you have people genuinely following you. And Eleanor, you know that because you followed me. And that's all it is. Once you figure out your time management schedule for yourself, and even if you can't do it that day because life is in session and things happen, trust me, I know, being an apartment manager of 52 units, and I have company with me, and I still have time to do this. And if I don't push myself, I don't beat myself, and that's what I used to do. I used to be harder on myself. When I would get harder on myself, it would make me push away more. And that's not what you want. You want to build your business. This is your investment. You're investing in yourself and your future. And that's the best advice is what Taina and Melissa give us, and Stacy. I'm telling you, these 3 ladies right here are the bomb. And I wouldn't want to be on any other team.
Oh, thank you. So sweet.
Because trust me, I know I have fought each one of their suggestions because, of course, I know better. But I didn't know nothing coming into this. So I had to finally let my guard down, say it's okay.
Ay, de las cremas que
Go
está
with the
ordenando.
flow. And it works. It works. Just like the products work, what they suggest works. Honest.
She's so cute, Sylvania. I just want to add.
Hey, I'm honest. I'm sometimes too honest.
I want to add because I have 3 kids and my days never go as planned. So when I hear people say stuff and they only have like 1 kid and like no animals or anything, I'm like, girl, you should be living life still. But I get it. Like everybody's child is different. You can have 1 kid that feels like 20. So I have 3 kids, you guys, and I work this business full-time. Well, I make full-time income, more than a full-time income. So I can tell you guys from experience that it can be done with maybe an hour a day if you really set your mind to it. And the reason why I say an hour, you can get a lot done in an hour, and you can even break it up. I think sometimes we just get in our own head, you know, we think we have to have all this time to do this, and to really be successful, we have to like sit in front of our computer all day. But realistically, I wouldn't do this if I had to do it like that. I like this business because it's fun. I like doing it because I can do it around my kids and my family, and I can stop anytime. Like, that's why I love this business. So I honestly don't like when people use it as an excuse, because it bothers me, because I'm like, hold up, I got 3 kids, 2 dogs, a husband, and a kitten, and all kinds of stuff going on. My sister's like, and a sister. And what I do is I prioritize my time, yes, like Melissa said, but I also know what I'm going to do for my business every day, and I make sure I get that done. So there's a difference, because you can prioritize your time and say, I'm going to work, and scroll for 2 hours and say you work. Or you can prioritize your time, get up early, get all your important stuff done, and know you have the rest of the day to just message back and forth. You know, that's kind of what I do. I train my team like this. I tell them to get all their content out in the morning. We call it content mornings. and I will message them and I said, how's your content going? What do you have up today? Because if people aren't seeing your face, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you talk to, because they don't know anything about you. They don't know who you are, and they're going to block you. So if you're getting blocked, that's what's happening. You have to show people who you are. You have to show people what you're doing. You have to share just a little bit about you. You don't have to be like too open if you're not comfortable with it, but just show people who you are. Be yourself. Because that's how you're going to attract people to your business, and the right people are going to come into your business. So get up in the morning, earlier if you don't have time, because if you don't have time, that means you're not getting up earlier. That's what I've learned. And get all your content out as much as you can, like put stuff up in your stories, do a quick little video of you making your celery, make a quick 2-minute live, get it all done. You can get it done in literally like 30 minutes, all your content. And then you can literally sit on your couch if you don't have a job and message people. Like, that is not hard. That's super simple. And now that we have host to post focusing, is get the host to post up first. Because if you get host to post done after your content, I always say get your content done first, because people need to see your face. Like I said, they don't know who you are unless you see your face. Then get all your host posts up. Guess what? You're going to be so busy from the fact that you're getting content up, plus you're doing host posts. You're not even going to have to message. I message because I like to. It's become a habit for me. So I message people, form relationships with them, things like that. But if you're getting up 10 host posts a day, you don't even need to message, honestly. But if you're not doing 10 host posts a day, or not even any, and you're like, I have no one interested, that's because you're not doing your important tasks first. So like I said, it doesn't have to be hard. Keep it super simple. Know what you're going to do when you do work, so you're not scrolling. Scrolling doesn't make us money. What makes us money is having new conversations, making new friends. We're in the business of making friends. Always tell yourself that. And make sure that you're having fun. If you're not having fun, you need to put your phone away for like a couple hours, or like Melissa said, take the day off, choose what day. Because if you're not having fun, you're doing something wrong. Because this business is fun, and I get caught up in it too. It shouldn't feel like a job. We're working on our time, you guys. We're working from anywhere. Like, we can do anything with this business. We can make as much money as we want. So why are you not having fun? If your job told you, come in and make as much money as you want, what would you do? You'd show up so happy, right? You don't get that as a 9-to-5. You don't get that when you have to listen to a boss. They tell you when you leave, they tell you when you get there, they tell you when you stay, they tell you whatever they want. In this business, you need to have fun. So make sure you're having fun. Is there anything else? Those are the tips that I have, but that's everything. If you guys have questions, you guys can ask.
Does anybody else have questions?
I have a question, Melissa. So you like, I'm so glad I have you and Sylvania guiding me, and I did everything you asked, like the host to post and stuff. My thing is like, I so excited, like I get up in the morning and I check in with the people that said they would do the host to post, and I haven't seen them put it yet or whatever. I'll be like, hey, what's going on? You know, can you do me this favor? And I send them what you send me. But then I get kind of down when I don't see them post it. When they say, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but then they don't do it. What do you suggest? Because I sent out, that day, I think I sent out 55 messages for friends, and out of those 55, I think only 4 did it. So I was like, yeah, 4 did it, but it's like, okay, what about the rest? You know, so it's like.
Okay, so you have to look at it like this. Who here shops online? Like, you buy things online, your groceries, your clothes.
Guilty.
You do online shopping, right? Or you go into the store with a list to buy something, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use both analogies, because some people like to go into the store and buy things. Some people like to buy them online. How many times does it take you to put a shopping cart together online before you actually check out?
A few.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Yep.
that's just like this business. And that's just like if you're going to walk into the grocery store with a list of the things that you need in your house. How many times do you walk out of the grocery store or Target with things that you never even knew that you needed in your life? And all of a sudden it's in your shopping cart and it's like $300 later. Right? Because
Yeah.
you saw it and you're like, oh my God, I totally forgot that I wanted to rearrange my closet and I wanted to get a new shoe rack. And then you're like down a rabbit hole and you're like, oh yeah, I meant to do that 3 months ago and I still haven't gotten around to it. Well, it's the same thing when you are talking to people online and in this business. Everybody has a life that's going on. And as much as we'd love to think that what we're asking them to do is super important to them and it's like on the top of their list, it's not. They've got their stuff going on. They've got summer vacation, the kids are home from school, and graduations, and this and that, and lots of stuff going on, right? So don't feel bad about reminding somebody that they said that they were going to do something for you. And if you don't want to be a stalker about it and actually ask them every single day, you don't have to. This is what I do. I call it lovingly stalking my potential. And it goes like this. When I ask them to put up a host post and they said yes, and they didn't do it, every single day that person is on my timeline because I like their posts and I comment on what they post and I love their story and I ask them what they did on the weekend. And I just do all these things so that I'm constantly in their face. And then I don't even have to ask them, to be honest with you. They're like, oh yeah, I said I was going to do that for you and I didn't yet, huh? Yeah, you kind of forgot.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll do it right now. No worries. I know life gets busy, you know?
Okay.
It's the same thing for a potential when they ask you to sign up for the deal that we've got going on, for example. They've already talked to you about the products and they're already interested, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I do it too. Okay, I've been trying to order the same pair of leggings for like a week. And I constantly get interrupted at my house. Like, oh my God, I didn't put what size I am, or I didn't figure out what size waistband I am. Because I think, you know, I measured my waist, but I don't remember. You know, like it's the same thing with us and what
Okay.
we do. We're not standing right next to them and going on a walk with them in the morning and saying, hey, I see you walking. You really want to get healthy, don't you? I see you going on walks every day. Let me help you out. You know what I mean? So we kind of have to do that virtually. We have to do it on social media. And we have to do it in conversation, you know? And there's nothing wrong with asking them more than once to do it. What I like to do is when it comes to host to post is I like to ask people to do it when I see that they're actively online. And most of the time they do it right then and there.
Okay.
Okay, and then my follow-up question, if they said that they're going to do it and you see that they're online and that's all of the things that I'm saying are not working, then the next time that they're online, I would just simply message them and say, did you still want to get your entry in? Question mark. They'll do it right then and there. I've never had someone not do it after I ask them that. Because like I said, I interact with them. I comment on their posts. I see what's going on in their life, you know, and I just don't assume that they're ignoring me because they could have something tragic going on for all I know, you know, and I don't want to be the asshole that asks them to post and like they just are at somebody's funeral the day before. So you got to make sure what's going on in their life too. And I try to do a good job of that, but I keep that in the back of my mind. You know, everybody's got a life. Everybody's got things going on in their house and situations going on in their life. And I am very appreciative when they do it. And I tell them that I thank them for taking the time to do it, you know?
I also wait like a week if I don't see nothing, and then I'll just tell them, hey, love, I know life's in session and I've been super busy, but did you post that? Because I didn't catch it. And just a simple question like that, you know?
That works too.
Make it super clear that they're not entering until they tag you or you get the alert. I always have them tag me. I know that some people say don't do that, but it doesn't mess up anything for me. I still get a ton of comments. So make sure you tell them that when they say yes, and then you message them back the post, say, let me know as soon as you're done, because I can't get your entry in for the $250, whatever, $250 or $1,000, whatever giveaway you're doing, until I see it. Because sometimes they don't even know, you know? So if they really want to get in on it, they're going to do it right away. And I wouldn't wait so much as a week, because I feel like people forget, but everybody's different if that works for you guys. The next day. You guys have to be persistent in this business. If you give people more than a couple of days when you're talking to them about host-to-post products,
They're going to forget who you are and what they were talking to you about.
What? Who are you? Unless they really know you and you've formed a really good relationship with them, which there is those people that just know you.
Yeah.
Then they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, you know, but most of the time, if you wait too long, you are going to miss out on someone posting for you. They're going to be posting for someone else because someone else was more persistent and that person messages them every day.
Okay.
Also, you guys want to avoid, I noticed this on my team and I let them know, stop messaging the same people for posts, because you're just going to end up dry after a while. If somebody makes a post for you and they get no comments, don't ask them again, unless you try a different post and maybe a few weeks later. And this is just so you're not wasting your time, because why are you going to have someone put a post up for you that is just, you know, it's already been dead 3 times.
Right.
So you can try switching up the post or something like that. But I noticed my team was like, I don't know when to message. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you have thousands of friends on your friends, or even if you have 1,000 or less, 500 is still a lot. That's 500 people. I'm sure you haven't contacted every single one. They're like, why message everybody I know? No, you're not just messaging everybody you know. You're messaging everybody. If they're on your social media, unless they're there just to look at your pictures, then you should be messaging them something. And a host of posts is easy to send. You know, that's like free money. That's free giveaways. So message everybody. And the other thing is, if you notice you send to 50 people and maybe 5, I don't know what your ratio is, like how many people put it up, but let's say you message 55 people and only out of the 55, 10 responded and only 2 put it up, then you should probably break it down, your post to post messaging into like morning and night. So like do 20 in the morning and then do 20 at night. So you're giving it a break just in case Facebook kind of like knows what you're doing. Because if you send out, I've done that before. I send out like 50 or more in like the first, I don't know, hour while I'm up doing it. And I notice only like 5 respond. I think that's more of like a Facebook thing. And another thing, some people don't have Messenger. So that too, you guys need to figure out your ratios. That's like a whole nother thing video. You guys need to know, like, if I message this many people, how many people are going to answer, how many people are going to sign up, kind of thing. Because then you'll know your odds every time you send out messages and what you actually need to get out every day. Like for me, if I want to sign up 10 people in 2 weeks, let's say I know I want to sign up 10 distributors or 10 customers, I know I need to send out 100 messages every single day. I need to talk to 100 people. I know that because at the end of the week, I want to sign up 10 people. Then, you know, at the end of my week or whatever. So you guys have to figure out your ratio so you know how to hit your goal as well. But that'll be in a whole nother.
Yeah.
Same thing with host to post. If you know, like anytime I send 20.
Not only that, but you'll have to look. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm there. Okay. No, I thought I was muted for a minute there. No, the other thing is, and I mean this nicely, we always have a few people or a few friends that are very ditzy. I had one girl, I kid you not, I did it at the beginning of the month and I gave her a reminder and then I said, okay, that's it. She texted me today, oh yeah. And I went, oh yeah? And then I looked at the conversation, I went, oh my goodness. So there's always a few of those, or some that don't see it for a few days and do answer back, even though you send a reminder. They're not checking Messenger all the time. They may check stories a lot and post a little bit more, but Messenger, sometimes there are people who are really forgetful about getting onto their Messenger. They don't have the thing that advises them that they have these emails, or not emails, all the mail is getting full on their Messenger. So you might have to be doing a third, you know, like, hello.
talk to so many people that you don't notice who doesn't answer you.
Honestly,
Like,
yeah.
I don't notice who didn't do a post for me today because I messaged so many people about a lot of things and I wouldn't even notice. You notice when they're like people that you know, I feel like, but later, Eleanor, once you get more into this business and
Well,
you're talking to
that's
people you don't even know.
I didn't post people I really know. I didn't post a lot of family because I have a few of them that are already interested, and I asked them to post. Those are the ones that already did the host to post for me, the family. But I actually messaged people that I didn't really know that I have on Facebook.
And they said yes.
So, and I'm always commenting on their stories, like Tina said. I'm always commenting, oh, how's your family, and on their stories and stuff. So they know me, and that's how I got a few of them that responded that said they would do it. But like you said, they probably got busy, and I showed up. They probably got busy and forgot. So I'll send them. I just didn't want to keep, like, I sent a message yesterday, and I didn't want to bug them today
Just
again
say
because I
something
did it
like, send a
yesterday.
voice memo and say something like, hey, it's the last call to get into my giveaway. Did you still want to enter? Or something like that. Something quick,
Okay,
simple.
yeah, because I just don't want to keep bugging, and then they be like, oh, I'm not going to do nothing for her. You know, so that's like, that's where I was. A lot of the people that I did message, I had 55 people, I think maybe 10 of them were maybe family, and the rest were people I didn't know.
Yeah, and another thing, I don't know what host post you're using. I don't know who made it for you or what, but I would look at the wording again, send it to Melissa and see if she could check it out, because sometimes people don't, you could say one thing and they're like, huh, okay, yeah, and then they don't understand what they actually need to do. So maybe you're not moving forward to the next part, which is, are you actually sending them the post and then they're not posting it?
No, well, yeah, I'm sending them the post because I send everybody the same post. Melissa gave it to me. I sent it to them. I wrote it. I sent it to them. So everything that what I got, the other ones commented and posted for me is the same one that I asked the other 40 people or 39 people to do. So, and like
Okay,
I said, they said yeah, but maybe, like you said, some like might have showed up and they probably just got busy. So I'll send out a reminder first thing. I'll even do that tonight. I'll send out a reminder tonight, and even though I sent one yesterday morning, I'll send another one tonight.
I would just go through the people that said, yes, I will post for you. And I would say, did you still want to get your entry in? Question mark.
Okay.
That's it. You know,
Okay.
that's it. And if they don't, then move on. And maybe like Alicia, they'll go back to you next week or something. Like, who knows? Maybe they're just not on Messenger. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
I just let them be because I know what happens, and that's happened to me quite a bit. They'll get back to me much later, and even though it goes into the next month, that's okay because I still use it for the next month.
Mhm.
And yeah, I've sent out 24 invites already. I got 2 no's and I have 4 yeses, and they're already posted. So I'm gonna I want to get up to 35 if I can tonight, unless I start falling asleep while I'm here.
What message are you sending?
Yeah.
Are you
They say,
getting no?
well, no, these are people who are really, I take a risk on them because I know them.
Just saying
And
no
I
to
know
host
that
a
they're
post?
like not into anything like that. Yeah. They go, oh, not at this time.
What do you
Or
send them?
thank you, but no. The coffee one, and
I had
have
a
the
message
Thermify
that I
that.
used off the script that was doing the same thing for me, and I completely switched it, and I've never gotten a no since. What script? Which
No,
one?
yeah, some of the people I have are
Can
really
you guys
like.
send? Can you guys send what you're using in the chat?
I used yours. I used yours today.
Which one?
I used the one that you just wrote in the. Where do I have it? Let me look it up.
Oh, the one that said the one I
Oh,
wrote.
in the
up.
task, in the task.
Yeah, in the task, there was one that you put. So let me see if I can find that one.
That's the one that they told you no, but they didn't tell you
Go
no
back
prior.
into
Is that what
it.
you're saying? Just
No, they're just very.
send a screenshot
They're
of
not
the ones that
into
told you,
doing that stuff.
and then, but a lot of the times it's not
Let me
about the
see if I
money,
can
you
get
guys. If you tell people they're helping you out, some people don't care about that. They're just like, sure, I'll help you. It's not really about them being. It's not really about them like being into it. I've had
Yeah, no,
people that don't even care about these products are like people that they just do it to help you if you say it the right way. So you have to make sure that you're and if you know it's someone that's like, because you can look at profiles and be like, oh my god, this girl totally probably would ignore me. You have to, with those people, I use my voice because I want them to hear my voice. Because sometimes it sounds fake to people. They're like, oh yeah, they're doing a giveaway for that much, you know? I don't know. You just have to just send your guys' messages in the chat and we can look at them. Or send screenshots.
Yeah, there are people who I tend to send to a lot of dancers and stuff. I stopped sending to Zumba people, let's put it
I
that
have
way.
to look at them.
One got really huffy with me.
A lot of people will tell me, like, I sent exactly what you told me. And I'm like, okay, send me the picture. And then it's like, no, it's like they changed something and it's not. Or even if you said something after. And it could just be my message too. But it could also be anything. Like, literally, that's why I always say send pictures because we can fix it easy if it is something that, and you guys have to remember, like, not to be rude, but I talk to a lot of younger girls. Most millennial girls will say yes to anything. So they're like, sure, whatever, you know? And I get it, you know, you guys talk, like, my age range is completely different. So we're all going to work our business different.